For the first time in what seems like 14 weeks, Michigan State basketball back in Big Ten play. And yes, it's going to be a big game against a solid opponent. Let's get ready for it.
You are Locked On Spartans, your daily podcast on the Michigan State Spartans, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
NFL playoffs are almost here, but it's not too late to get in on the regular season action with FanDuel because right now new customers can finish the season strong with $250 in bonus bets if that first $5 bet wins. Just visit FanDuel.com to get started. Spartan friends, Spartan family, Locked On Spartans listeners, thank you all so much for, again, you know what? I feel like I've been saying this the last 10 shows, burning up some of your holiday season time with us here at Locked On Spartans, your team in green and white 5 days a week. Please rate, review, subscribe, comment below. Score prediction for Michigan State versus Ohio State. That's what we're going to talk about in the first segment. And then in segments 2 and 3, annual tradition, very polarizing tradition. Some people absolutely love this segment. Some people don't really care for it, but we do it anyway. My brother joins the show, and he gives us trivia. I'm not prepped on it ahead of time whatsoever. It is just getting right into it. Cold, no prep. So that's always a fun time. So stick around for segments 2 and 3 if you need some nonsense in your life. Now, let's talk about something that's important, something that actually matters here. And this is the basketball game because Michigan State, yes, they are back in action with 18 games left in the regular season. Of course, all those will be Big Ten games. Now, the computers over at barttorvik.com, that's the website we reference all the time here on the show, they have that Michigan State will be going 13-7 in conference play. All right, so they will be underdogs in 7 of their remaining 18 games. This on Friday will be one of them, okay? So all of them are actually on the road. All 7 of the games that Michigan State is projected to lose are on the road, okay? So they're expected to hold serve when they play at home, of course. It's not going to go that perfect. We all know that, but hey, amongst the road games where Michigan State is underdogs in right now, it's this game against Ohio State and then Northwestern is the closest spreads that they have. Both right now, the computers say Michigan State 1.8 point underdogs. So with that said, this isn't a must win. You know, Michigan State loses, we're not going to be throwing furniture out of our houses and just causing a scene. No couch fires will be happening. But while it's not a must win, it would be nice, of course, and it's these kind of games that could make or break the conference title, right? The road fringe games, okay, you're just underdogs by a little bit. Can you steal one of these gettable games on the road? Because in this year's Big Ten schedule, guys, 13-7 could very well have you raising a banner to the rafters of Breslin Center. It's going to be a muddy, muddy Big Ten conference. So, hey, you want to make yourself in the conversation in February, dare I say, late February, is these kind of games that you have to win. So let's learn a little bit more about Ohio State right now. Because just like we said, Michigan State, they are slight underdogs. Torvik expects a 75-73 victory for the Buckeyes. It's a 3-point spread on KenPom. And over on FanDuel right now, 1.5-point underdogs, your Michigan State Spartans. The Buckeyes, they are 9-4 on the season. No real bad losses as far as quality of opponent goes. They have losses to Texas A&M, Pitt, Maryland, and they lost to Auburn by about 4 zillion points. But Auburn's really solid. You can't slight a team too much for that. Now, they did also beat the brakes off Kentucky by 20 points after all 4 of those losses. So they really had a nice get-back game against the Wildcats while Kentucky was still rated in the top 5 in the nation. So what is this Ohio State team good at? Anything outside the arc. 3-point shooting. They are best in the Big Ten Conference, 39.6% from long range. Okay, when it's their turn to play some defense, well, they're holding the other team to 28.4%. That is 19th best in the country at perimeter defense. And guys, they just take good care of the ball. Their turnover percentage, 14.6. That is 29th best in the country. And who's the one taking care of the ball? Well, it's Bruce Thornton. Let's go ahead and highlight 3 key players for Ohio State because we all know this player, Bruce Thornton, the guy that gave Michigan State the beats as a freshman back at that Big Ten tournament game 2 years ago. That was a lot of fun. Right now on the season, Bruce Thornton, 3.71 assist to turnover ratio. That is 3rd best amongst Big Ten starters. Now, he doesn't just distribute the ball. He doesn't just hold on to the ball pretty well for a point guard in his junior season. He's also had back-to-back 30-plus point games. All right, guys, against Indiana State went for 33, and in that Kentucky game we just talked about, dropped 30 on the Wildcats. So, yes, he knows how to fill a hoop, too. He's averaging 17.4 points per game, 82% shooter from the free throw line, and a smoldering hot 49% from three-point land. At home, where this is where the game will be, of course, in Columbus, he shoots 51% from three-point land on about 4 attempts per game. So, pretty kind of sort of automatic he is. Speaking of automatic, another player to highlight, freshman, 4-star John Mobley. Now, 24/7 Sports, they do their superlatives piece for recruits every single year, and they named him the Sniper. And he's backing it up so far, even as a true freshman, shooting 47% from three-point land this year. And the third guy, transfer from Kentucky. Didn't know I'd be mentioning Kentucky so much during this Michigan State-Ohio State preview, but it's Aaron Bradshaw, former 5-star, former McDonald's All-American. I absolutely love this kid's game back in high school. He has a mean streak to him, and he came into college, ready. This wasn't one of the 5-stars where, hey, we're going to throw that label on you just because you have a high ceiling. Maybe you could blossom into a lottery pick one day. No, this man was ready to play college hoops. Right now, he's averaging 9 points per game, 4 rebounds per game. So those are the 3 guys that you want to highlight. So how on earth does Michigan State win this one? How do we all go to bed happy on Friday night? Well, how about getting to the free throw line? Okay, and I'm not just throwing that out all willy-nilly because, of course, you want to get to the free throw line every single game. But in this one, well, the stats say it could be possible because Ohio State is 292nd in the nation in opponent free throw rate. That's how many free throws an opponent is taking compared to their field goal attempts. That's free throw rate for all you guys out there. Now, what compounds on top of that? It's Michigan State being 7th in the nation in free throw shooting at 81.3%. They are solid from the charity stripe so far this year, guys. And this is a nonsense stat. Do not listen to the stat and say, oh my God, is he actually being serious about this? This is meaningful? No, I'm not. But I do love barking this out whenever it applies. Ohio State's free throw defense. That's right. How are they guarding the charity stripe? It is not good. Their opponents are shooting 77.5% on free throws. Again, guys, you can't defend the free throw. It's all randomized. But right now, Ohio State, bottom 20 in the nation at seeing their opponents sink free throws. So the more serious stats, you guys saw it right there. Ohio State, they send their opponent to the line more than most teams in the country. Michigan State, 7th best in the nation at converting on those free throws. And, well, guys, we also need to rely on our seniors right here, namely Jaden Akins. We got to have him keep on delivering. Because I feel like in this game, you're going to need 40 points from that backcourt group. Jeremy Fears, of course, Trey Holloman, Jace Richardson, and Akins. So 40 is a lot to ask for. You know what? Let's say Akins goes for 15. 2 others go for 10. And then, someone can have an off night and go for 5. Let's call it that. But I feel like you need at least 40 from the guard/wings to win this game. So that's how Michigan State wins. Get to the free throw line. Jaden Akins, who has had double-digit point games in the last 4 games, 6 of his last 7, playing his most consistent basketball so far as a Spartan. He's got to keep it going. All right, let's do it against a serious opponent. It's not that I doubt it, but, man, let's just keep this train chugging, Jaden Akins. It could be another good opportunity for Jaxon Kohler to light up the box score. Ohio State not outstanding at blocking shots, definitely not outstanding at offensive rebounding. So this could be another good spot for Jaxon Kohler too. Now, I did want to get with our guy, Jay Stevens. He does wonderful work at Locked On Buckeyes, but 2 things. One, my schedule is just horrible this week, so sorry about that. And number 2, Jay Stevens, these are my words, not Jay's. How could anyone in Ohio State Nation care about basketball right now? So we're not doing a collab show right now, maybe later in the season, but I did text him some questions about this team, and he responded to them, so that's how we're going to end this segment. First and foremost, the first question I had was, with football going on, does anyone in the Ohio State fan base even remotely care about this game? Let's just keep it honest, Jay. And he wrote in, not really. Sure, there are fans that watch every Ohio State basketball game, but there aren't many. Most fans are locked into the Buckeye playoff run, so hopefully that makes for a sleepy atmosphere on Friday night. I know that's a fool's fallacy right there, but we're just going to run with that. Number 2, on a more serious note, General vibe check on the season. Are you guys happy with how things are going, or are the early losses still lingering? Jay wrote in, overall, the vibe is one of optimism heading into the new year. Outside of 2 horrible losses, fans are pleased with how Jake Diebler is leading the team. There's also a level of skepticism because over the past few years, Ohio State has struggled in Big Ten play. And to bring us home, point blank, I asked him, who should I be most scared of on Ohio State? He said Bruce Thornton is a dog. He's coming off a 30-point performance, which we just mentioned. And he said, oh yeah, John Mobley Jr., pretty good too. The freshman is the 3rd leading scorer and a 48% shooter from downtown. So echoes a lot of what we said about Ohio State's big 3. All right, guys. Fun trivia segment here in a hot segment. First, you need to talk your ears off about FanDuel Sportsbook. If you liked what we just had to talk about the last segment, whether you believe in Michigan State or the Buckeyes, well, go ahead and mosey on over to FanDuel, because right now at America's #1 sportsbook, new customers can finish the season strong with $250 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Now, FanDuel has so many ways to pick up a W this season, like, for example, college basketball, which we just talked about, or like, how about for NFL football? That's right. We got one more week of regular season action. I will be having a heart attack on Sunday. But if I want to sweat even more, which I will be doing this, I will be betting on touchdown scores. First touchdown scores, anytime touchdown scores. Yeah, we're going to get in on all of that. Just visit FanDuel.com to join today. That's FanDuel.com for your chance at $250 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Right here on Locked On Spartans, we have takes that people agree and disagree with. We have opinions. You guys get it. Sports can go up and down. Nothing is more polarizing on this show, though, than we're about to do. Because every year, with this guy right here, this is my brother. His name's John. You want to wave and say your name again?
Hello, I'm John.
There we go. Nailed it. He comes with trivia, and I don't know how many years we've done this, but for the last few years, I say, hey, you know what? We're on vacation. Shout out to my parents. You know, they get the whole family down here. It's a great time. But I say, hey, I do a Michigan State podcast. You are a Michigan State fan. This isn't even asking you to go, like, outside of your comfort zone here. You know what? Let's do some trivia. So without further ado, the annual John Trivia Bonanza, I don't know what this is. The last few years, I've expected Michigan State questions, and every year I thought that you would come in with MSU questions. This year I'm not. I know for a fact that no, I will not be fooled this time. You're coming in here with nonsense. So go, just go.
What if I told you
he did it this year? He actually came with MSU
that I
questions
have
this year.
12 trivia questions all about the Michigan State Spartans. You know, sometimes I've done topics or themes. There's only one theme this year. I'm calling this Sounds Like Spartan Trivia.
I can't wait to see how this goes. This is why people either say this is the single worst segment that we do of the year, or more importantly, a lot more people say this is their favorite one. So we'll see how it goes this year. Good luck. The future of this show's in your hands. So
here we go.
Question one.
Okay. It is getting late, and I don't want anyone to see inside my house. Time to close these.
Curtains. Would that be curtains?
The correct answer is curtain. Sounds like Kurt Tang from the Michigan State. From the Michigan State basketball team.
Oh, you put effort into this year. Wow. Round of applause. Just one question, round of applause. By the way, if I do not score above 50%, we are in a laundry room right now. The nice Airbnb host left this delicious Tide Pod behind, so that will be consumed if I don't bet at least 50%.
I think you might have to do that.
Okay.
I got that. Question number one was the most straightforward one. So let's see. Good luck. But 1 for 1 so far.
I'm stressed.
A new age baseball stat combined with 2,000 pounds.
Wharton for Wharton Center. Wharton Center. Wharton.
That is the correct answer.
Let's go.
War and then ton.
Your boy's starting to feel himself. Okay, this is good. This is actually Michigan State related. You've outdone yourself this year.
This is all
because last year trivia started with a John Glenn answer. Nothing remotely close to Michigan State. So thank you already for 2 more Michigan State related questions than you came in with last year. All right, we're off and rolling.
How do the directors of the 2007 film No Country for Old Men get around?
In a Cohen car. They get around in a Cohen car.
That is correct.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
The directors of that film were Joel and Ethan Cohen. They take their Cohen car.
Wow, you might just have the show here from this point on. This is more creative than anything I've done the last year, so good on you. All right. Okay. 3 for 3, so by the way.
Creating a picture of a rounded field projecting above a surface and then coloring it in a way so the field is covered in grass.
I'm going to need you to say every syllable of that one more time. I did not catch any of that.
You need another?
Yeah.
Creating a picture of a rounded field projecting above a surface and then coloring it in a way so the field is covered in grass.
Okay, it's green. It's something green.
The correct answer is draw mound green.
Okay, I can't count that as correct.
Kind of sounds like Draymond Green.
Draw mound green. Okay. A stretch, but that's fine. That's good. Okay.
I have to tell you, if you think that one's a stretch.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Now we're in the second quarter. Now we're done with our scripted plays. Now it's time to really find out what you're made out of here. Okay. All right.
A mythical creature that is half human and half horse.
Okay.
And he consumes the biggest part of the chicken.
Is that a centaur? Centaur. Oh man, centaur. What's the biggest part of a chicken? Centaur wings? Centaur breast? It's the old Michigan State basketball player Centaur chicken breast.
The correct answer is breast in centaur. Breast in centaur. Sounds like Breslin Center.
Sounds just like it. Just like it. Okay. Yeah. Now we're in John trivia right now. You had me in the first half. Okay. Yeah.
I think this next one's my favorite.
I think I'm 3 of 5, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Delaying your army from attacking the enemy because the volleyball from Castaway might start daydreaming.
Wilson, obviously, I know that one. Delaying the army, retreat Wilson. What was the last part of that one?
Should I just read it again?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Delaying your army from attacking the enemy because the volleyball from Castaway might start daydreaming.
Stall Wilson. I don't know.
Hold in case Wilson wonders. That would be
a good one.
That would be the 4 dormitories in the South Complex. Holden case Wilson wonders.
Yeah. Shoot. Oh man. Because I had the Wilson part. Wonders is right there. Oh man. Okay, that's actually. You know what? I'm actually kicking myself for that one.
There we go. All right, next one.
Are there 6 more?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I did not number them.
Math teacher, by the way. 6 is too high of a number to count. That's okay. That's fine.
Someone who is sad on election night after eating their low-carb, high-protein dinner.
Okay. Someone sad on election night after eating a low-carb, high-protein dinner. So, like, is it just... Wow, bringing politics into the show. Liberal carnivore? Which how is that Michigan State?
The answer is a lefty Atkins, which is kind of like Jaden Akins.
Yeah, see,
the left-handed basketball
We're a far
player.
cry from curtains and curtain right now. Okay, I gotta get the Michigan State aspect out of my mind right now. But that is a good one, lefty Atkins.
Lefty Atkins.
Okay. All right, I gotta bear down. I haven't gotten one right in a while. Did Rocket Money help find you any subscriptions that you forgot about or just paying for twice? Well, that has happened to me. No shame, all right? I had a few subscriptions that I didn't even realize I was paying for, and Rocket Money has made it so easy to track them all down. It is just like having a personal assistant for your finances. Now, the Rocket Money Finance app is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel any unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. It brings everything together in one convenient place, whether it's subscriptions, your spending habits, or even goals you want to hit this year. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money this year. Go to rocketmoney.com/locked-on today. That's rocketmoney.com/locked-on. One more time, guys, rocketmoney.com/locked-on.
A conductor implores his choir to begin their song about an area filled with an ingredient that is essential for baking.
One more time.
You're not going to get this one.
One more time.
A conductor implores his choir to begin their song about an area filled with an ingredient that is essential for baking.
Something flour, something sugar, something salty, something.
The conductor would say, Yeastland, sing! Yeastland, sing! Kind of sounds like East Lansing.
Oh, does it? Okay. Okay, all right. People have either turned off the show for good and will never come back to it, or you're going to get people enrolling into your school that you teach at.
So
this is great. This is very exciting.
I recognized the last 4 are very difficult questions to get. So
that's good because the last 4 weren't bad enough. So that's good. That's fine. That's
so
good.
we're gonna make it. We're gonna.
I was about to ask you, when were the hard questions coming? As I haven't gotten one right in about 5 minutes of real time here.
Time to bounce back with a layup. Here we go.
Okay.
What was the name of the person that shot Alexander Hamilton?
Burr.
Do you know his first name?
And Andrew Burr? Were people named Andrew back then? No.
It's Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr. Yep. There we go. Yep. Anything East Lansing related, Michigan State related whatsoever? Or was that just you just like Hamilton?
Well, they participated in a duel.
Yeah.
Another word for duel is spar.
Oh boy,
and
that's nice.
When they step away from each other at the beginning, they take 10 steps back.
That's a good one.
So
that's
Spartan.
A man of the theater over here. It's showing how well rounded you are. Look at you. What else you got? Because I'm starting to sweat right now. That Tide Pod is going into my stomach in about 4 minutes. This is not good.
I think there's a chance that you could get this one.
I don't actually. I've lost all confidence. I haven't seen a 3-pointer go in about 3 games. I got the yips.
An Australian beer located in a specific type of school that groups children based together not by their age, but by their developmental stage.
Foster's the beer. This has to turn into Foster Lawyer somehow. This has to. It has Foster Lawyer is my answer, but I don't know what the actual answer is, if that makes sense.
This beer would be called a Montessori Foster, which kind of sounds like Montori Foster Jr. from the Michigan State Spartans.
Okay. Yep. One more time for Montori Foster. Let's go. Fine career.
So that's actually the end of the normal questions.
Okay.
This next category is called questions that were too stupid to include.
Yeah, great. Okay.
I have 2 of them.
Yeah. Pour them on. This is great.
These 2 are really dumb.
Okay.
A man borrows a screwdriver from an old Kansas State football coach to lay brick and stone at an elementary school from an ABC sitcom.
That is way okay. Hold on. So Snyder, Abbott. Hold on. This is going to turn into Sci-Fi. This is going to turn it. It's going to hold on. Oh God, what's in that neighborhood over there? Abbott, Snyder, Phillips. Phillips is a screwdriver part.
Yep.
Phillips, Snyder, Abbott. Oh God, what is it? Gilchrist?
It is a Mason using a Snyder Phillips at Abbott Elementary.
Okay.
Kind of sounds like Snyder Phillips and Mason Abbott.
Can I count that?
Yeah.
I think I'm already in Tide Pod category, but like I want to count that just for peace of mind. So
those are
thank you.
2 dorms that are close together.
They are. Overrated cafeteria. Have you ever been to Snyder Phillips at State? I know we're talking like 25 years ago when we were students there, but like people lost their minds about it when we were students back then. I went there once and I did not get what everyone was talking about.
It was fine.
Okay. Objectively fine.
Speaking of dorms.
Okay.
This is the last one.
This is not going to be about dorms. Okay.
A parrot purchases a fast food place located inside the home of the Golden State Warriors coach.
Okay. Kerr. Are you doing a full circle thing right now? Does this end with Kerr Tang somehow?
No.
Okay, no. Hold on. Hold on. Say it again.
A parrot purchases a fast food place located inside the home of the Golden State Warriors head coach.
Okay, McDonald Hall. Is there a dorm named after Steve Kerr? Did he leave that much of an impact on Michigan State when he definitely played there?
I should probably just do the answer before people forget the question. So once again, the question, a parrot purchases a fast food place located inside the home of the Golden State Warriors head coach.
Okay.
That would be a bird owns a Kerr home McDonald's, which kind of sounds like
I got nothing.
A bird Owen a Kerr's Holmes McDonald's. Those are 5 dorms on East Campus.
A bird. That's good. I like that. A bird. How do you feel about your performance this year? Do you think that this went well? Because I think it did actually. That was good.
When I came up with the last one, I laughed to myself for a pretty long time.
As you should.
How stupid it is.
That was really dumb, but I like that one a lot. Last year, I remember after we did this, we walked outside that door over there, and our mother, which is half the listenership of this show, she was very upset at you because they're listening to the questions and answers right now, actually, and she said, what was that all about? There wasn't a single MSU question involved. What's mom's reception going to be when you walk out that door?
I'm a good son. It's
the best.
I take the criticism and I improve. Those are 12 MSU trivia questions.
Promises made, promises delivered. Let's go. Which Spartan's going to have the biggest year in 2025? Any Spartan. Basketball, football, hockey, gymnastics, men's tennis. You big Ozan Barris guy? Ozan Barris movement. Ashton McCulloch, the men's golfer. I don't know if he's still on the team, but he's
Give me Matt Ishbia, UWM stock.
That's finance wizard over here. All right, guys. We'll be back soon. Talk about the basketball game we talked about in the first segment. Michigan State against Ohio State. Who do you got in that game? MSU versus Ohio State.
Michigan State by 12.